Previous live that I tried to set up, I guess I like closed out of YouTube and everything got fucked up, so that live is no longer there. There is a wild storm coming in, there's some rain coming, so I might have to do this relatively quickly. Yeah, maybe I'll make this a bit on the faster side of a video for YouTube. Two things I wanted to explore here. The first is putting your wants and needs first. The reason why I want to explore this is because I've spent literally my entire life doing the exact opposite. Sorry for any background noise you might hear. There are like bugs all around me and there are cars driving on the road right here. So I'm going to do the best I can to be as clear as possible. So we're going to start with wants and needs, putting your wants and needs first because it's important to do so. I feel like myself, as well as many other people included, have felt like they've been kind of like guilted into a lifestyle of believing that it's selfish to put their wants and needs first, and therefore they need to actually put everyone else's wants and needs first. Yeah, this is bullshit. It doesn't work that way. Life does not work that way. You can't do you literally cannot do anything else for anyone else unless you're doing for yourself first. But it's interesting because so many people have been kind of like guilted into the opposite. Like, nope, you've got to put everyone else first. You are selfish if you don't, actually. And I'm gonna call a massive fucking red flag. I'm gonna, it's fucking horseshit. Don't even get any idea that your pursuit of putting yourself first is selfish. Putting your wants and needs first is selfish. You're never going to truly know yourself unless you're actually taking care of yourself first. That's just the fact of the matter. And I'm realizing now, actually, my sweetheart and I, we were talking about this earlier today. But it's also very interesting because we were having a conversation. It was either last night or the night before, and in that conversation came up this idea of me taking up space, but more so, it's like I'm afraid to take up space. There are subtleties, easily subtleties, that you notice through your journey of healing. There are subtleties that you notice through your journey of healing that kind of actually shape your journey of healing, I would argue. And it's very interesting because when you see everything clearly, right? I have actually felt like I have taken up way too much space. And I've been led to believe that that's actually what's happening. I've been led to believe that my wants and needs don't matter, that they're not important, and that I shouldn't even consider them. This couldn't be any further from the truth. You need to question everything. This is why, like, when it comes to, like, your belief about, your wants and needs and everything, you need to place everything into question, because if you don't, you're gonna end up living your entire life believing that your wants and needs just don't matter. And it's just not true. Your wants and needs matter. You need to put them first. You actually need to put your listen, going into everything, literally going into everything. I'm gonna start doing this for myself, actually. Going into literally everything that you're about to do, ask yourself, is this something that you want? Is this something that you need? And even without that, consciously plan for yourself throughout your day-to-day life. What do I want and need? Ask yourself every single day when you wake up in the morning, what do I want and need, right? What do I want and need today? Because that will really set you into motion in a very healthy and actually happy. Let's talk about happiness here for a second, considering a lot of people in the world are sincerely fucking miserable, simply because they don't put their wants and needs first. And it's just fucking wild, because I'm not going to sit here and say that it's easy to put your wants and needs first, because for a lot of people it's not. For a lot of people, they've been guilted into a life of believing that their wants and needs are not even important, that they don't matter, that they should never even consider them. That could not be any further from the fucking truth. That is just ridiculous. Now, considering your wants and needs, there's something that I want to talk about here, because there's something also that, for me, for myself included, I'm gonna look at myself here specifically. Actually, I have a very specific daily routine, and it consists of morning and nighttime habits that really shape my day. Right? Things actually have to happen. Like, I have to. I'll walk through it right now. I have to journal, I have to meditate, I have to do yoga, I have to exercise, I have to shower. That has to happen every single day, right? Oh, and I need to have a raw smoothie with only raw materials in it. So, yeah, it's really, it's for anyone who's looking for discipline and consistency in their life. I can imagine that there are going to be things that you want to take seriously, right? There are even going to be things that you feel are, like, okay, this needs to happen. If you feel like you have, for some reason, an inability to get things done throughout the day, if you feel like, where did all the time in the day go? Both time and energy management. That's a real thing. That's a very real thing here. You need to look at time and energy management. Those are two things that are going to change your life, because let's actually put energy management before time management. Energy management, I would argue, is even more important, because let's look at it this way, right? What are you putting your energy into? If you're putting your energy into things that are low energy things, like drama and gossip and things that are just not beneficial for you, you're gonna fucking drain yourself. That's just the way that it is. So you need to look closely at what it is that you're investing your energy into, and then look at time management. Okay, so I've discovered that this, that, and the other, or just simply this or that, these are the things that I invest my energy into, right? Okay, I realize now that I have a finite amount of time throughout the day. 24 hours, we all have it, so there are no excuses in regards to how to approach these different things. I got sucked into binging, I got, binge watching something, I got sucked into this, that, and the other. Where did the time go? Okay, well, no, you gotta look at where you're putting your energy, and then you gotta look at how much time you're putting your energy into that stuff. It's not rocket science. Anyone can utilize these tools and these habits and really transform the way that they experience life. But other than that, because I was actually thinking about this for myself, if you have things, if you have habits, if you have something that you're trying to do, something that you're trying to create, something that through your day-to-day life you're trying to pursue, and they take up a nice chunk of time and everything, look at your daily schedule. Actually, literally write out your daily schedule. What time do you wake up? What time do you go to sleep? Within that time frame, I can't imagine that you don't have somewhere between, I don't know, let's say 10 to 15 hours. At least that. I can't imagine that there's no way that within that time frame you can't get all the things done that are important to you. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I myself included have actually struggled, because it's like okay, I'll do it at this time, okay, I'll do it at that time. You need to be disciplined. You need to be able to, squeeze your monkey mind and be like, get the fuck out of here. And then, do what it is that you need to do for yourself. You're going to have things that you want to take care of that you're not going to want to sit down for, and you've got to sit yourself down for them. But here's what I want to say. If there are things that you're trying to do, if there are things that you're trying to do, and you have things that might be kind of like, oh, fuck, I need to do that. Yeah, okay. So the way that you want to approach that is try to do that the first thing in the morning, or the second thing, or the third thing. Have somewhere between, I don't know, 5 to 7 things that you do in the morning, right? And have one of the most important. If you have 3 important things, 3 very important things that you need to do in a day or in multiple days, get them done first. get those done first, because then you don't have to worry about it, right? You don't have to worry about it later on. Like right now, there's something that I'm thinking about that I have to do because it's part of my schedule. It's part of my routine. It's something that I'm learning, actually, and it's like, oh wow, today I ended up leaving that till the last minute. Wonderful. Now this is gonna happen sometimes, unless you're just like fucking crazy, and you're always fucking consistent with your schedule. Your schedule comes first before anything else. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you're doing. That's fucking awesome. And I'm actually striving to be that way. It can be challenging for me sometimes, but it is what it is that I'm going for. So in that pursuit, I would argue to try to set yourself up with a schedule where you're getting your most obligatory things done first. There we go. Most obligatory things done first. But yeah, I think it's interesting how this corresponds with wants and needs and everything, because, like, listen, like, I'm going to end this with this. No one is coming. So if you think there's someone that's coming to save you, no one is coming.